Just your senior season at Huntington Prep, kind of what were you able to get out of that, and how do you feel like it prepared you, I guess, for what's next in Bloomington?
It helped me a lot because I was the leader, tried to be the leader, and we had a lot of new pieces together, so it kind of helped me to grow into being a better leader, telling people what to do and bringing them in with them not really knowing the playbook and things like that. And then
how closely did you follow Indiana and kind of and what they were able to do this year?
I watched every game. Talked to Rob and Thomas a lot, James some. So
Coach Crean was saying, I think a couple months ago, but maybe back in February, that it seems like every time he saw you, you were adding on weight or adding on strength. How much bigger have you gotten maybe just the last year and a half?
A lot. I grew a lot, so it's kind of hard to see, but I've also gained since last year maybe 10, 12 pounds, and then turned it into muscle, just been in the weight room a lot.
What is your height and weight right now? I've seen a couple different heights, and just curious about the weight.
Like 6'4", 170, 175, somewhere in there.
You said you've been talking with Thomas a little bit. What's it going to be like to, I guess, first of all, how happy were you that he's staying?
I was happy, but obviously we want the best for him, so if he would have won, I would have been just as happy for him, but it was nice to see him staying.
All right, what's it going to be like to play with him again and just kind of be on a team with him?
It's fun. He has a lot of energy all the time, and it just travels to everybody, so if you're having a bad day, you know Thomas is going to be there, energy all the time, so he kind of picks you up.
Was he that same guy when you played with him at Huntington? Because I think the first time a lot of us saw him, we thought maybe this guy's energy's out of control, but he kind of, I guess, turned it into a positive. Is that kind of the thing you saw with him too?
Yeah, he always had a lot of energy. Even in high school, he was our leader. If we went zone, he was the guy in the back leading us. Even if we were at man, telling us, he was always the loudest voice on the court.
How much does it help just having familiarity, whether it's Thomas, Rob, even Troy, just having familiarity with some of the guys in the program? How much has that helped you, just whether it was in the recruiting phase or just kind of acclimating to what Indiana wants, just knowing so many guys in the program currently?
It helped a lot because when I got towards the end of I felt more comfortable. That was the place I felt the most comfortable at. Just with Coach Crean and Coach Buckley recruiting me so much, and then knowing Rob, Thomas, and Troy a little bit, and then I really love Coach L. I feel like he'll also help me get bigger a lot.
How long have you known guys like Rob and even Troy?
I've known Rob since I was 9. I played AAU basketball with his little brother until I was like 16, and then I met Thomas a couple years ago, and then I met Troy this year.
What's the staff, I guess, told you, since you committed, what they want you to work on, and kind of what you've been trying to focus on to get ready for what's ahead in Bloomington?
I played a lot of point guard this year, so continuing to work on my point guard skills, but also scoring. Coach Crean wants me to increase my range, obviously put weight on, post feed, get Thomas the ball, and D-Ron, and change the speeds, and just kind of small things that will help your game a lot.
How much have you talked to, Deron, leading up to this, and maybe Devontae, the other guys that are coming in with you, kind of try to build a relationship with any of those guys?
Yeah, I've talked to Deron a couple times before coming here. Talked to him since I've been here. I talked to Grant. Every time I go up to Indiana, he's there. And I talked to him last time at the Purdue game. And then I was there when Devontae was on the so I got to talk with him a little bit also.
How much have coaches talked to you about, IU coaches talked to you about the possibility of maybe playing point guard?
Talk about it, but the way their system is played is just there's a lot of people that can play the point guard, and then with Rob and James also, it's not really a big thing. It's just we're all guards, we're all basketball players.
And from watching Yogi this year, what did you kind of pick up from him? What did you learn from just watching him work?
I feel like he was like the guy that made him go, and his energy, and when he was playing well, everybody was playing well. And the one thing I watched him a lot was he stopped at the middle of at the 3-point line in the middle of the court. It was always good.
I think right after you committed, I talked to Boo Williams, and he was saying he sees a lot of James Blackman Jr.'s game inside of you. Do you see that comparison too? Is that a fair comparison?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
What is so similar between you and James?
I guess ability to score. He's a very good scorer, and I'm try to be like him and work on other things too.
You need Tyler?
Thanks so much.
Thank you.